When I'm looking to find which of these graphs is the correct sketch for this equation right here, this function, the way I can do it is I can, again, just kind of look to see. So here I can see that the midline for these graphs, I'm going to kind of isolate those first. So these two graphs have midlines that are above the x-axis. These two graphs here have midlines below the x-axis. So I can tell from this that my midline is 3 units above. So this is 3. So I can eliminate these two graphs because the midlines don't exist in the right spot. Okay, so the only other thing I need to do is figure out, based on the shifting, am I starting at a minimum or a maximum here? So if I look at the corresponding cosine functions, I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at, again, the corresponding cosine functions would look like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at this function, y equals -7/5. I'm going to look at the cosine, and I'm going to take this value that's inside, I'm going to remove the factor in front of the x. So I'm going to take out a factor of pi, leaving an x minus 4, and then the plus 3. And this is going to tell me my horizontal shift. So my horizontal shift is 4 units to the right. So there's how my shift is going to occur. So I'm looking at this as my critical point, the 4 here. Okay, and so now all I need to do is determine if I have a cosine function. Again, normally my cosine goes maximum, midline, minimum, midline, maximum. But because there's a negative in front of this one, I'm going to start down here. I go minimum, midline, minimum, midline, maximum, midline, minimum. So this is the form that I'm looking for. So what I know is when I shift this over 4 units, I should start with a minimum, then a midline, then maximum, then midline, then minimum. So I know that this is the correct graph based on my rules for shifting.